the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Free the ball carrier, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Opening man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the the gun with Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Saints are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. LaVisca Chenault, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw here. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. LaVisca Chenault with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
Tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Rosa set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
McCaffrey with the
nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Found a little room there as he... He's up to about the 37.
The 37-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. He will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And his throw is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
A gain of 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. This is caught at the 20. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Laviska Shenault on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Ulbrich Rosas lining up.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Carney. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Complete to Robbie Anderson. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Broncos who have the lead at halftime. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown catch in that first half.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Kamara. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosa's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions and coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and 9. From the gun, Carney. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Carney. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 7 yards to pick up there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Off play action. Carney. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
McCaffrey on the carry.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Kamara, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So that one will be accepted. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of the
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And it's 3rd down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the ground, this is Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 20.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Kamara.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Makes the score Saints 30.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Got a slam with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at